Imagination.
All right, so are we already going right now? We're going?
Yes, we are going.
I'm going.
Okay.
Gotta have 15 people.
Let's just get into it. All right, so do me a favor, Star. Can you repeat after me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Proud boy. Hello, my name is Dell, a.k.a. Star. What's your name? Outstanding. Welcome to Bobby and Pickles. Wait, Bobby Pickles or Bobby and Pickles?
No, Bobby Pickles Podcast.
Welcome to Bobby Pickles Podcast.
Bobby Pickles Podcast. He always says that's me. With that look on his face, he'll talk about anything.
Outstanding.
Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and hot sauce on everything. Bobby Pickles. Pop culture, documentaries, conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and fear. It's a conversation, start listening, cause we're all here. Bobby Pickles Podcast. That's me.
I think we're gonna have to call this this one Bobby Pickles Podcast, man. We're gonna.
I love it.
Because it
Bobby
used
Pickles.
to be called that back in the day, and I that's what I did for a couple of years under that name, and then I moved on, did a different show, and then Trump became the president, and then the world changed.
Yeah.
Right?
For the better.
It just
For the
got,
better.
like, it woke up.
And I put it on hiatus, man, and I focus on the business. You know,
He came and shook up the system.
he shook up a lot of things. The last show that we were doing, was pretty much liberals were the listeners, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I changed politically. I don't know what happened. What is it?
Epiphany?
An epiphany. I had an ephany.
You
I
changed
used to date
politically,
someone
or you
who
just realized that you needed to
Or maybe I just realized
take a
that's
stronger
really,
political stand.
Maybe I just realized that's really how I felt all along.
Or take a seat.
Oh, that's naturally how I felt. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't a political person, but
No.
I don't really care for.
And we were
election.
talking about what we're going to call this. I wanted to start doing this again. I think that things have changed and maybe simmered down a little bit.
Only because things have changed. Only because elections and all that has simmered down. That's the only reason, really.
Yeah, but I still want to be political, though. Like, I still want to be able to have freedom of speech, not have anything happen, not have this podcast pulled down because of that, because, misconstrued.
I just want to talk about everything, though. And politics is part of everything. And now there's no such thing as no religion, no politics, none of that. All that shit's fucking out there. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want. I mean, without, and someone's going to get offended no matter what you say, so fuck it. Whoever's being offended right now, fuck them.
Yeah. Well,
grab a box of Kleenex.
We're having
exactly.
the first person we're going to have on the show after this, 2 years or plus of not doing it is Star Dell.
Hey.
Which one is it? Is it Star Dell?
All my old friends call me Star since I was a kid. I always looked up to like Prince and other celebrities. I wanted to be a star, so that was my nickname. Dell was my last name. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go with Dell because it's like more down to earth and more like relatable.
So you've always wanted to be a star?
Yeah, man. Who hasn't, I guess, right?
And then that is very pretentious. I'm sorry. Call yourself Star?
Star.
No, that's not pretentious.
No?
No, not when you are actually a star. He does kind of back it up pretty well, I gotta say.
Thanks.
That's true. You do have the whole look. Yeah, you look like Lenny Kravitz, man.
Star's been a star for a long time.
You're your own person.
Thank you.
Obviously, I'm not saying that rip off your look. You have a good look. You're dressed in a suit right now. Look at you. Is that you dress every day?
I dress like this in the daytimes. Like I sort of decided to give myself. I used to just wear my pajamas and work, but it's like then I also took a nap. After a couple hours.
Now we're at your home studio.
Now my home studio, right? So I get up now.
You get up and you still get dressed.
I get dressed as if I'm going to an office, and I'm just respecting my own work, and it creates a whole different energy. It
does.
My state. It just makes me.
I believe
feel,
that.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
I agree
I'm
with that.
showing my business respect, and I don't know where it's going to lead in a few months or a year, but I've already gotten into the habit. It's been like maybe 2.5 weeks I've been doing it now, and I just feel great, man. Immediately, looking feeling good.
Yeah.
So I
to
bought
do it.
like 6 suits.
What?
Yeah,
you gotta have suits.
Shirts.
I only had a suit for funerals and court. But, I gotta get a few more, for other reasons,
Yeah.
Who has good prices for suits if you're looking at his Express?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
Man.
We recently went up to a Polish wedding in Long Island, and we had to buy,
Yeah.
some nice clothes. We didn't buy suits or scum. Right?
No, we basically had suits, just no jackets.
We walked into an Express. I'm too fat for that.
Too fat for Express?
Yeah.
Express, yeah.
I'm too fat for
not too fat for the Express, fast food window.
No, yeah.
Or the Express Lane.
Thank you, Pizza.
No, you didn't say
I
too
appreciate
fast.
it.
He said too fat.
So anyway, this show is going to be Bobby Pickles podcast. That's what we're going to do. And the reason why we're going to do it like that is because another reason why I wanted to talk about really fast is that whole Jim Carrey thing. And I don't want to beat it through the mud because I know I've said it to you guys before, and you don't want to
inform the people.
But just so the people can follow along at home. There's a show that came out on Showtime. It's called Kidding, starring Jim Carrey. He plays a guy named Jeffrey Piccirillo who goes by Mr. Pickles, and he Jeff Pickles, and the show's called Mr. Pickles Puppet Time, and it's the same way that this show is laid out. Basically, the title Bobby Pickles Podcast with the apostrophe at the end of the S. Anyway, I just felt that was kind of weird. You know, I felt like a gut punch.
Like
first
maybe
time I saw
you got ripped off.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Now, good artists copy, great artists steal.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's one of the common,
It's one of the common things. Do you see it all the time in your line of work? I mean, you're a producer.
Bro. Absolutely. And that's part of it. I think the whole concept is that, let me just take a little cool picture there, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby. I mean,
all fat.
Pizza, look up. Oh, sorry. See if I can get, let me see if I can get a video for a second. What'd you say now?
So,
podcast.
That's what you have to do in your line of business, right? I mean, you have good artists copy, great artists steal. That's the quote.
It is. It's
and I understand linear thinking, but some asshole saw my show, saw my podcast, and they're Mr. Writer guy over in LA, and they're on this, and they're like, we got to come up with a good name, a good character for this guy, and they fucking took that shit, man. Nobody even goes by Piccirillo. The people that have that last name are Piccirillo.
Piccirillo.
And
almost like Pizzarilla.
Yeah.
Pizzeria.
The double.
I gotta say, that sounds so much better.
Pizzarilla.
Is that
The
good?
Italian way.
Hold on, what's that?
Oh, the Italian way. That's good. Don't worry about
That's
that.
all good, right?
Everything in Italian sounds better though.
But
in Italian,
it's not a common.
much better.
It's not a common Italian name.
No, it's not.
It's not a common.
Well, it is in certain. Oh no.
It's not a common Italian name. How many people have had their own show and they're Piccirillos?
Never.
And they go by Pickles.
Never ever.
No.
Well,
That shit
you.
was stolen, motherfucker.
Well, you. Yeah.
So we're starting this back up and we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Just letting you know
We're
that.
so happy.
But anyway, so we got on the show today. Our first guest is the amazing Del, Star Del.
Del Star. The Del Star.
I don't know.
Sounds like
which
an
one.
exotic hotel, doesn't it? The Del Star.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Hotel
love that.
Del Star.
Yeah, Hotel Del Star. Yeah.
What would be at that hotel?
Casa Del Star.
What would be at that hotel?
We'll be at the hotel.
Yeah, if you had your
I think
own.
that'd be like musicians, models. That'd be
Would it be in Miami?
studio. It'd be somewhere between Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I think so.
Now you're a music producer.
Yeah.
And you're agreed to kind of produce us. Is that
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That song that just played.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. Let's talk about that really quick, okay?
Okay.
So we asked you to make a song for the new show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay?
we've agreed that I probably shouldn't have any input on that.
I love the song as far as let's put it underneath some stuff
Yeah,
and use
yeah,
it.
sure.
But I don't think we could use that for the show song.
Yeah.
Would you be able to take the existing song and redo it in your style?
You're talking about the
All we have words and we have music.
that sort of
Punky.
It's the punk one.
Oh, the punk one. I could remake that. Yeah,
Can you
listen, the
remake
whole
that?
idea of doing the song is just like, there's going to be 2 or 3 times we're trying to
Can
get
we
the right
remake
one.
that song? Then
I was
that's-
going
then
for
it's
that
very
idea
easy.
because of what you said.
Then it's very easy and it's
Christmas sort of one?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but I already see. You just give the ingredients and you put it
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Dude,
So you
that's
said
a great
Christmas and
that's a
trap,
great
and I was like,
talent.
okay, here we go.
We'll be playing. I'm sure that's probably playing underneath this right now or something like that. But
Right.
that's a great talent.
Thanks, man.
Do you know how to play everything?
I can pretty much play everything. I do a lot of editing, so I don't have to learn anything that great.
Do you do loops a lot and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll eventually show you. I mean, I could just lay down 2 or 3 chords, and then I'll take that and then loop it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
how I
so
do all my shit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
Otherwise, I can't like just get up and start just jamming. And I'm really not
when
that
did you
good.
start doing that?
13.
13? Mm-hmm. Not with like the whole electronic
in
stuff, and
Miami?
recording stuff.
Before things got too electronic, Miami. Before
Miami,
things
yeah.
got like, too computerized, obviously it was just like this tape, and then you record right to the tape. And digital too. Digital was already around DAT format. They called it ADATs. So it was
ADATs,
already
yeah.
making a transition from old
Oh yeah,
ass
you were
tapes.
doing what is it called? Not digital.
Reel
but
to
it's-
reel.
Yeah, like
on
808s?
analog audio.
analog.
Analog
And,
tape.
so it's actually analog.
Yeah. And so I was a kid learning how to I had a drum machine, so I was one of the only kids in the area that really knew how to work that drum machine. So I was already getting work as a young, as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I went and put my summer money together to get that drum machine. So then, I'd go in the studio and then I'd lay down my drum machines in stereo, or I'd put them out on different tracks, and then they put it to the reel-to-reel. And then musicians will play on top of it. God, this chair is squeaky.
It is. We're gonna have a lot of squeakiness.
We're gonna have to get some spray.
Yeah. It's all good though.
But that's how I got the beginning. And then my first big gig was Casey and the Sunshine Band.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Tell me.
Like drum machine music for them. I did a lot of like keyboard programming.
Yeah, and
it was through a friend of mine
because
because he discovered me. A friend of mine named JT. He discovered me, and then like JT was producing this band, and he just thought it'd be good to add some of my elements to KC and kind of revamp them, make them sound fresher and newer. Which I think I might be able to show you guys.
You posted something.
We could totally do it. If you give me the tracks or whatever, we could play it.
You posted something a couple weeks ago on Facebook, and it was all the people that helped write a song, and it was like 50 fucking people. That shit happens now, right? That didn't happen back in the day. You'd have a few people come in, right? I mean, I don't know how it works,
Beatles,
but that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah. We're at the point now.
And it's a bullshit fucking song, too. It's not even like a masterpiece,
Well, back then, I mean, if a song went gold or, whatever, that's obviously like 500,000 copies.
Yeah, platinum's a million, right?
Yeah. But back then it was so limited that, it was a big deal. And there was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about now is it could reach hundreds of millions of people and you get hundreds of millions of views. But the increments have gotten so small in the pay that you probably need about 1 billion.
Yeah, if you're not doing concerts, you're not making money.
Yeah, like $100,000.
Yeah.
So it's really, the dividends don't pay, but the fact that you're all over the world now, you can tour on a single.
Okay, yeah.
If it blows up, you can tour in Germany, and then you can make money on touring. So it's kind of better in a way because you can make more money the more heads are at the concert.
And it costs less money to make the music.
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't have to
it's studio time or anything. You can do everything at home if you really need to.
Yeah, you don't have to like distribute. You don't have to make anything, any actual merchandise. You just show up, play, and leave. And then
what happened after Casey and the Sunshine Band? Are they from here? They're from Florida? No.
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Wait, North Carolina.
But they just came. Okay. But that doesn't matter, right? Wherever you are, locally, it's What did they come? Did they come down here a lot? How did you?
They were being managed by Herrick Music, which is somewhere up in Biscayne Boulevard, and so they had a studio situation going down here, several studios, and they've always been sort of like this Florida band. 'Cause I think Henry Stone was the original guy that had the label that put them out. Mm-hmm. So that's how they've been involved with the whole Florida thing. And then I met them through my friend that discovered me. The second gig I got from that was Gloria Stefan's gig.
What?
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
So break it down. What exactly happened? You were making beats and stuff like that, and somebody discovered you.
Well, the beat thing happened first, right? Because I got the drum machine, and then like the guy who discovered me, JT, he had a studio, and his friend, his name is Kevin, needed someone to be in there full time making beats for him. I guess I don't know if he didn't like the drummer, or if he didn't want to have any more drums. He wanted to modernize the sound, and I knew how to do it. So he'd give me like $100 a week. But at the same time, he'd let me stay at the studio. So I was just a kid, but he'd let me stay there, let me live at the storage. I'd put my bed up on top of the vocal booth. I'd wash my balls in the sink.
Really?
Bro, I lived there for about 8 years.
At that age?
Yep, young. I was like 8 years of that.
But not living at home with the parents or anything?
Nah. Life at home wasn't great.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm. So then I also got adopted, sort of. It's a long story, but I got sort of adopted there. So I was in between that, the studio, But I mean, it was one of those things where it's like the better of the two evils.
But you learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And because you were immersed in all that stuff.
Yeah, I just went head into it. Otherwise, I'd be at home fighting with siblings or other bad shit. But that was my escape. I didn't even know if I just knew, like you said, the name Star. It's just like, I'm going to be a star.
Yep.
I don't know how. I don't know what. But
I want to be a fucking star.
That was enough to drive me to the point where I gave myself the name.
Well, there was a picture of Star on looking like Prince.
Oh, that's great.
Baby.
Yeah, right then. You must have known. Somebody knew,
Yeah.
We should use that as the cover photo of this episode.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's fucking great.
Oh, Prince is huge for me, man.
He is. What is it about Prince?
I think the fact
because you basically you have you it seems like you're influenced mainly by Prince and also like right we were talking about before Lenny.
Lenny,
Kravitz, right?
well, not Lenny. Lenny came in way later. More like Prince, David Bowie. Who else? Funk bands like the Gap Band or like Cameo, those kind of bands. I love 80s and 70s music. Disco was dope, you know, like. But those are Melton Duran. Like I love like dressing up. I like the whole British invasion. Those guys wore makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I like the
so
British stuff.
cool.
Yeah, I like it
They were
too.
so gothic and dark. So I got into that. I kind of added that into my like seasoning. I was already mixed. I'm mixed, so it's like I didn't hang out with too many whites or too many blacks. It's kind of like found this weird middle.
What's your mix? What's your background?
Well, my mom. My mom is Puerto Rican. She's got some Italian. My dad is. He was born in Panama, but his father's from France. His mother's from Barbados. And I think her mom is the Jewish one.
Oh, nice.
Matrilineal.
So it's all in there.
Hell yeah.
That's where that. But so, you know, like I said, go in school, you know. I didn't really get bullied because I had my own set of balls.
Well, you were in Miami too, though.
Yeah.
So, and you spoke Spanish, right? You speak Spanish. You speak Spanish.
I speak Spanish. But,
yeah, so that helps.
I didn't really do. I mean, there was a couple times I was bullied, and I ran for my life. You know,
Being a person of color, you're expected to be
exactly
a certain way. And I know that. I know the truth. I don't want to put you out there.
Those are
to
different
talk
times.
about stuff.
No, this is what we do in this show. We talk
Yeah,
about
but
what the fuck
that
we
you
want.
might not want, you know. But
Sorry, we hurt your
you find
feelings or
yourself-
fucking.
Do you like Trump?
I fucking love Trump.
Okay, good.
And the reason why is because, you know, he reminds me of my uncle. He'd always show up to the fucking barbecues and like just take over shit, and everyone was like, "Why did this guy show up?" But he's a riot. Everyone hated him. They loved him at the same time. He would not be afraid to tell you what was on his mind. He's drunk.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
Give you money. Hey, and then you walk away. I did that to all the kids, you know. So he kind of reminds me of my uncle, you know. So I have an automatic like love for this guy
Predisposition.
because he's comfortable. His excitability and neurosis makes me feel very comfortable because that's the kind of people I'm used to growing up with. Because it's like he's putting it all out there. There's nothing to hide. There's no false cover where you don't have to wonder like
He's not a puppet.
Nah, you just go, that's who he is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And if he happens to be doing a great fucking job, then great. Here's another thing, like, you think about rappers, right? You think about, like, gangster rappers, like Snoop Dogg and all these guys. And back in the day, they were getting a lot of hard shit. You know, Ice Cube was, right? Where, to the point where if they did something good, it was like, oh my God, Snoop Dogg gave away teddy bears to the, and he got all this accolade for actually doing something good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with him. It's like once Trump gets his wheels in and then he's doing exactly everything he said he was going to do. So you can't say he's bad for that because he's done everything. Whether you like it or not, that's your fucking problem. But he's done everything he said so far. On top of that, if you look at his character, as time goes by, I'm telling you, a lot more good people are going to start seeing the good stuff, and it's going to be like that Snoop Dogg theory thing I just told you about. It's going to be like, I know, isn't he great? It's like, yeah, we were fucking telling you.
All those woke people are finally going to really fucking wake up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, Piazza. The woke theory.
Oh, the woke
You
theory.
want to tell people your
My
woke
woke theory?
Yeah.
What? I forget how it went.
Oh.
Dude, you got to help me.
Why do I have to sum everything?
Because I fucking...
You say it so well at the time when there's
at
nothing.
the time when there's no cameras or microphone.
It should be opposit. You should.
No, it's like awake. Okay, it's like a wake, right? You go to awake, right? But the person looks anything but awake. I mean, they look asleep. They should be called a fucking sleep.
Sleep.
It's the same thing. There's
You know?
those people that label themselves woke, like
Woke.
hashtag woke,
Yeah.
are the opposite.
They're the complete opposite. It's almost like they have to tell you, my dick is big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you don't gotta, you know, we already know you ain't woke if you have to tell people that you're woke.
Exactly.
I mean-
Yeah. People that need to, talk about
It's bragging.
beating you up or something like that probably can't fight.
Yeah.
Right.
It's bragging.
People that try to like go off like they have a lot of money probably don't have that much money in the bank. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's total fucking bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
what is it called? Smoke and mirrors kind of stuff.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
But
That's
So-
what politicians are really known
It's
for.
woke and
A
mirrors.
lot of stuff that's going on right now is when it comes to people of color, though.
Yeah.
Is it's like they play the what is it called? The politics.
Race card?
Shit. Damn it! I can't think of the name. But they basically it's all about what the person's ethnicity is. Like if you're a certain ethnicity, you're expected to be a Democrat or whatever, hate Trump. You know?
I see what you're saying.
Well,
Identity politics, sorry,
but
identity
it's
Identity
blindly
politics.
though. You know, it's like, and I know a lot of people that are black that are very smart people, and they're just influenced by whatever's around.
Some black
them.
people happen to be smart.
And yeah, well.
Exactly.
Well, they're not just, you know, God, man.
Some black people
No,
happen
dude, this
to be
is what
smart.
the show is for.
It's true. It's true.
Because I could say what I
mean,
just
look at
said
Neil
because
deGrasse.
I'm black, so no, you can
Neil
say
deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, Tyson, yeah. I mean, he's a genius, and they're trying to take him down.
It's so funny. I'm going to put you on the spot again to say something that you said before, and you're not going to be able to remember.
No. Yeah, in the workplace, you know, okay, that guy, he's so fucking busy, right? Why would he, you know, he doesn't have time to do shit, right? So if some little intern walks by and he slaps her on the ass, right? Who the fuck cares? The guy's trying to change the whole world. He's got the brain to change things in this world, right? And he's a fucking genius anyway. You should be happy he touched you, you know? You've been touched basically by the hand of God almost.
So what else did you say about Bill Cosby?
Especially if you like it.
I said him and Bill, you know, with him and Bill Cosby in cahoots, you know, because you know, obviously a couple of brothers, you know, so. But whatever, yeah.
The thing is that I was, you know, it's funny because when you said that
There's a
thing,
Latinos for Trump.
And I didn't. And I
well,
wasn't
when you said the thing, right
and I
there,
wasn't against Cosby either. I fucking love Bill Cosby.
we all
you
did.
know,
It's like everybody's
He's the
dad.
best.
And you know what? And if he was,
We're all 80s kids.
listen, people
We all
people are
grew
fucked
up
up
on that.
People are fucked
Absolutely.
up, right? I think it should be just like anything else, right? If you've had it 9/10 of the law is possession, right, and then after 7 years you're cleared of whatever, and that's what I think. If anybody's saying shit within 7 years, then you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, he kind of got.
Because it's old news at this point, you know? Sorry, you're just coming out of the woodwork now to say some shit because somebody else said something and now everybody feels safe, but you don't, you know, fuck
Yeah.
that. No.
I know it's
It's the
No.
Pound Me Too movement.
Yeah, pound me too.
Yeah.
No.
Earlier-
Listen, rape is not a joke. I'm not trying to. That's bad shit.
Yeah,
But,
we're
like,
not trying to make light of that.
But like all
Not
these
on the first show.
women knew what that guy Weinstein was doing, and that's totally been swept under the rug. You don't hear shit about that.
No,
that
it's
was
funny how they got
going
him,
on.
but they
That
didn't
was
get
going
Weinstein.
on for like what, a week or two that you were hearing that guy's name, and he's dude. I just pictured Jabba the Hutt licking Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi. That's what I picture
Casting couch.
whenever I yeah.
That's a porn thing. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? Having all that power.
But no, I'm saying, but
You
Cosby
utilizing all that
But no,
power.
But has
for
he even
control.
going to jail? Has he even been in court?
Piazza, let's.
his trial's coming.
Piazza, if you had all that power, would you use it to rape women?
I don't know if I'd rape women.
if they wanted you to rape him,
Nah.
Well,
man.
no. Would you use it to position yourself?
I'm going to tell you exactly what I'd
to be
do. I would
favorable?
have probably, to be totally honest, if I had that much money and power, I would have copious amount of drugs and probably just hookers. I mean, fuck it. They know the deal. You're not raping anybody. They're coming for you.
well, there's
All you're going to do is pay the tab.
Yeah, you get the high-class hookers.
As long as the only way you can rape a hooker is
That's
by
true.
walking out on the tab. That's all. That's really the only way you can rape a hooker. You know?
that's true.
You know, so, you know, as long as you're buying it and
Adding
everybody's on the
logic
same
to
page.
logic.
If everybody's on the same page, fuck it.
So Gloria Stefan, right?
Yeah.
So you get that gig, and what do you? What does
sorry,
the gig mean? What does that mean? You made an actual song for her?
No, I just made like music production for a couple of her tracks.
Nice.
You know, like and there's once like known for my drum machine work. But so a guy
that-
named Larry Dermer brought me in.
But that's when just a couple of your name in there, you got paid money though. That's been the
you
dividend.
get paid,
good,
and then you
right?
get like the credit works. That
Of
helps
course.
a lot when you go
Yeah.
to the city. Oh yeah, I work with this person or that person. Then you can like have an easier
So you worked with a lot of Latin.
tons.
Yeah.
Ricky
Well, obviously being in
Martin,
Miami.
Pitbull, yeah, all of them.
Pitbull too. Wow.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
rap stuff or like the singing stuff.
my friends Lou Diaz and Hugo Diaz discovered Pitbull.
Yeah, because he's a
And,
nasty rapper, man. I mean,
he's nasty.
back in the day, man, when he rapped, I mean, if you listen to it, it's
It was dirty. It was like that. Dirty
yeah, he didn't get the, I don't think he got the
South.
credit he deserved maybe back then that he should have. I mean, I know he did down here, but I'm saying all over, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
Their first album was called M.I.A.
M.I.A., yeah.
And the first single that was released was the one that I actually wrote and produced.
No shit.
Yeah, I have a copy. We'll play it.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first single out. It got on a video game called Fight Night. It was it charted,
Fight Night
but not
was so
very
good.
very high, you know. But still, I mean, it was the first. It was kind of cool, you know, because I thought he was cool too. But I was kind of giving him a Scott Storch feel when they were looking for more of a either Latino or like a Lil Jon. You know, and they told me that.
That was
I
a
would-
crazy time, man, in hip hop back then.
And I've got about maybe, and we can play those too. I got about maybe 4 other songs that are unreleased Pitbull songs.
Really?
Yep, that I made music for. They're like little demos.
Yeah.
So we can have an exclusive.
Oh shit.
Now you did
Never heard before.
Yeah.
but
by
you
anyone.
you actually got into singing yourself, not just producing other people.
The thing with producing people is you end up becoming a singer, sort of, because you're kind of telling them what to sing and how to sing it, what notes to hit. So in a way, it's sort of kind of you have to
pitch
have
and everything.
You have to have every hat.
Because you have the vision and you wrote the whole thing.
Right, you either write it, or sometimes they can come up with a song, they write it. But you can hear where the song is going to end up, you know? So with that in mind, it's like, oh, dude, I need a choir. I need someone to do this high voice, you know what I mean? When you see guys back in the day, like Queen, for instance, they all wrote and produced it together. They're all in the room giving each other ideas.
They split it four ways.
Mm-hmm. But when you're just one producer, all these ideas have to come to you, and you have to sort of like make it make sense so everyone else can understand it too. Because some producers will just monopolize it and then just make it theirs, and people are just like, I don't like it, you know. Maybe the song will chart too, and they're like, I can hate that version. Mm-hmm. But a really good producer will learn by listening and understanding what influences that artist, you know, what they like to hear, things like that, their tones, they want to hear guitars or not. And then that producer will make that sound really sound like their sound. Like anyone who, if you've heard Coldplay, I don't know if you heard them from the beginning to where they are now, they're like a different band because they're being produced by everyone, you know. But they're
pretty depressing.
Yeah, but they've lost.
At least their old stuff was.
But I could at least respect that because it was like, you know, their sound.
Their sound, yeah.
And now it's like, you know, boom, it's just like, what is that? They just completely changed, you know? I want something just like it's pop crap. I don't know. I mean,
that's what happens though to everybody though, right?
I guess you have to.
How did you get on Soul Train?
Oh, so when I was eventually I got signed, and then when I got signed, I had a remake of George Michael's.
So I'm just jumping. I'm jumping so high, so fast through this. You got signed?
I got signed with Warner Electra Atlantic, and then they put a single out, and it went number 52 on Billboard. It was a remake of George Michael. You know, Never Gonna Dance Again, Guilty Feet. I got no rhythm, which I have, and I'll play that too. And then after that, I started doing like the radio shows. They put me on like a small tour. We did a video. One of the show stops was Soul Train in LA. So they flew me up to LA. I did the show and then left that the same night. You know, that kind of stuff happened.
How did that feel
really
going through that whole thing?
How old were you then? Younger.
You
were younger.
So I was like,
it was you were just like adrenaline, right?
Yeah, once you start riding, it's like a wave. You just, whoa, and you just like you can't stop once the wave goes. You just wait for it to crash. And that's exactly what happens. You just go, everything, boom, everything stops. All the money's gone. Everything's like, what the hell just happened? You know? And you wake up like, you know, owing people shit, you know, or people stealing from you. I had a lot of money stolen from me.
I believe that.
Hundreds of thousands
fucking
of dollars.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Especially back then, it was like really nasty.
Really nasty. And it was easy to make money if you already had money. It's like real estate. Basically, you say, look, I got this, and if you give me this, we can double that and make more. So it was easy to get gullible investors to come in after I got the deal from the guy that got the deal. He was able to get other people involved. So just hustling money from every one of them. And it just was really
It's harder to keep the paper trail
now. And
now.
all of a sudden, everything's like my fault. Because, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I had nothing. I didn't know what the guy was doing. He was my POA. He was the one in charge of the cash flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just getting like the threats, and I was getting all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get out. So I pretty much like tried to get off the deal, and it took a while, but I got finally released.
Wow.
But it got nasty, you know?
Yeah.
I got to the point where I got pushed to the edge of a balcony, and like, you know, where's my money? Like up like this, and I was like, one more breath, if I could just like that, and just threw me off. He already had an insurance policy on me.
What?
$1 million. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I was waiting for him to probably do something crazy like that. I'm like, this time I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's
Wow. Yep. So yeah,
That's a person with all that power, Piazza.
Yep.
See what they do?
Yeah, it'd push somebody right off the fucking ledge.
Can you say, oh, what happened?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. It would depend on how much money was involved.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, they treat you like a fucking like a whore. You know, that you're just fucking whatever.
Pawn.
Why do you like
Yeah.
us?
What?
Huh? Why do you like us?
Well, I like you guys. Like I said, it's like the uncle thing. It's like I trust you because you.
Oh, we're like Trump?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's just
Yes! We're assholes.
Yeah.
what scares me more than anything are quiet people or people who pretend to be a certain way because they're hiding something. You can't trust people like that. I can trust you guys because you guys are
open.
Well,
that's
there's a lot of that. I feel there's a lot.
If you're
of
an
that
asshole, you're an
down.
asshole, and I love you for it.
I feel there's a lot of that down here.
Scum.
No. I'm fucking totally open, dude. You want to know? Ask me any question right now. I'll tell you right now.
Are you gay?
No.
How long have
Take
you
it up
been
the
gay?
ass.
When was the first time you sucked a dick?
No. It's a question. No. The question is, have you ever sucked a dick you didn't like? Either way, your answer, you're fucked. You're like, no, you know.
So anyway, yeah.
No. But are those good enough answers for you?
Yes.
Do you think I'm bullshitting?
No.
Yeah.
We don't have you like hooked up to a lie detector or anything. But
No. Oh, they would.
and you're good at lying.
I am
you
good
could
at-
probably beat a lie detector.
I'm good at lying, but I don't really lie.
He's very good at lying. No, he's very good at manipulation, gaslighting.
Oh, perfect.
Changing your reality.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
No. But it's not even done on purpose. It's just a natural thing that
Natural
occurs.
thing to
Total
be a piece of shit.
sociopath,
Yeah.
narcissist. Perfect.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
he does. So even though
No.
listen,
I'm not.
You know
I don't
what's
think
funny?
I'm sociopathic though, because I do feel
beware
bad
of the
for
person
things.
who always tells the truth. They'll slide one in there.
Slide one in there.
They'll slide one in there. Or at least expecting
Yeah.
it.
You know,
No.
I would imagine that most of Trump supporters are probably narcissists in a way.
Yeah.
Or considered narcissists because we're just so fucking honest and don't give a shit about what you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bad
okay,
thing.
this is where I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up where, like,
No?
not okay. If I'm involved with something, right, and somebody's asking me their honest opinion, but I'm involved either financially or I'm just involved emotionally, whatever. Then I tend to be very honest, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm not really involved and somebody shows me something and they're like, "What do you think of this?" I'm not one to really hurt feelings, right? Because I know it's shit anyway, and it doesn't even really matter. It's just like this fictitious thing that's, you know. So I'll be like,
I don't think like that.
no. So I won't say any. I won't be like, "Oh my God, that's the best thing ever." I don't overdo it, but I won't like hurt their feelings. I'm just like, yeah, it's cool, man. You know, like even though really deep down, I don't really feel that way. But I don't want to get into a whole thing on like why I don't feel that way.
I mean, are you that way all the time?
No.
Okay.
With
A
little
lot.
stupid things, little stupid
Right.
things.
Yeah,
Because
but I would-
otherwise, you're
not
kinda
major
like-
things, not
Consider
major.
some of those
Hypocrite.
little stupid
Not major, little
you know?
stupid things. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what an example would be. Like okay, somebody shows me a picture of their kid, and it's a fucking ugly kid.
Right, you don't want to see the
I'm not going to be like, oh, honest opinion, your kid's ugly. You know?
You know what you say? Somebody told me this.
You would fix the world with that.
I used to work with.
Yeah,
this,
you would.
I used to work with this Puerto
Or
Rican.
they'll
At least half
know.
of
They'll
Facebook.
know, I know,
At least
right?
half of Facebook, anyway.
Well, they'll know that their kid's actually ugly then.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I mean?
sometimes kids
and
are
that's
ugly.
the reality. They won't fucking win a little award
Yeah.
for just like taking a shit.
Sometimes people
Here
have
you go,
ugly
here's a little-
babies.
here's a little trophy.
Sometimes babies are ugly. That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta say. This is what you have to say. Oh, he or she is getting so big. They're getting so big. That's all you
Yeah.
say. You say that over and over again.
No, what's getting
That's what I
what's
was
getting
taught.
big? Their heads getting huge. Their fucking their fucking ears. Like in my case, my ears, nose, and fucking not my prick. You know.
It's like after you die, your nails keep growing.
Yeah.
See, Piazza's doing the same thing, but the opposite.
Gaslighting.
Exactly.
I could be a porn star.
Cool. We are about
Yeah.
30 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. It's been rolling well. The first 4
You want
minutes.
to know how many
was
hours
just
into my day I am? Way too many without printing enough T-shirts. But you know,
Yeah, we're gonna have to get back to work soon here. It took a little.
I'm gonna definitely eat
good to
lunch.
take a
Where are we
break
gonna eat
and
lunch,
start
boys?
this
Where do you guys
finally.
want to eat lunch?
We had to start this finally.
Go over here in the corner if you want. Huh?
We had to start this.
You gotta
finally.
have this. You know, it's that one thing. Take that first step.
Yeah.
Who cares what happens?
So I went.
No,
I was
be
trying.
be
I was trying to
proactive.
do this. I was trying to be proactive. About 2 months ago or so, when I
Yeah,
first
we had a talk. Mm-hmm.
found out about all that stuff with Jim Carrey stuff, I went and met with my
woke you
attorney,
up, didn't it?
my intellectual property attorney.
Yeah.
And then I don't really deal with this guy anymore because of that. But I was trying to interview him and do the first show and then talk to him about that.
Well, I mean-
but he had a different outlook. He disagrees with
But this is the thing. This is the thing, though.
He has
This is the
fucking
thing.
artist. He is an artist who used a similar.
You gotta understand
they
something,
stole
though.
a similar style of art. Who he represented.
Okay, but
And there was no way to prove it or whatever. So,
But he
he's
was-
thinking that that's the same precedent, and it's not.
But he was probably that person. Listen, for a lawyer to really care, you got to pay him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't pay them, they're not because. At this
not paid
point,
to care.
they're only seeing dollar signs. It doesn't even matter unless it's like a for sure thing where they're going to get a third, and it's like somebody poisoned you, or it's like a civil action type thing, or like something like that.
Yeah.
They're not taking the case, man. If it's there's any hint of it might not win, you need to pay, and then they're your lawyer. They're not your lawyer until you stop paying.
of course, you're right. I mean, you're right.
But you can ask for some legal advice, but he might have been giving you honest legal advice then and for free. So you got to kind of respect whatever his thought was. but once you pay, it doesn't matter what his thoughts are. He works for you.
You're right.
So
that's true.
That was his honest opinion.
He was kind of doing pro bono stuff.
Yeah, you know, so you can't be mad at him for not like jumping on your bandwagon to help you without making a payment. He was helping you out of the goodness of his heart from what he thought with the information that he was given, which wasn't much. You know, it was only one side of the story. It wasn't the other side. He didn't even hear the other side. And in his defense, you know, not to defend a lawyer, but you know, but you know.
Well, yeah, you have a point.
But I mean, you know.
Well, thank you for telling the truth, Piazza. Jesus Christ. How did it, that was good.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah.
It felt horrible.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you later.
Oh, I'll tell the truth if it's going to destroy you. Oh, definitely. If it's going to destroy you, hey, put my hand on the Bible right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your defense offends him.
Can you even do that anymore?
Pickles and pizza.
God, you can't do it on the internet.
Are you going to be in a fucking United States? Are you going to be in a United States court one day putting your hand on the fucking Quran or putting your hand on a fucking goddamn something else? You know what I mean?
That's
you put your hand on the you swear to God in court, right?
Yeah.
You swear to fucking God. It's written on the money.
If it's your God.
It's written on the fucking money.
You should be able to swear on whatever's your God, I think, maybe.
What?
No? You should be able to share.
Because I mean, think about it.
What if a Muslim puts his hand on the Bible? He doesn't care.
Exactly.
He doesn't? Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't care.
No.
That's a good point. These are all good points. See what this brought up?
Yeah.
You should.
So you bring their own little Quran or their own Bible.
Yeah.
What if they do that?
In my opinion, man, when they're talking about God, they're talking about the monotheistic, right?
Really,
Abrahamic God. And it's either Muslim.
Really.
It's Islam, Judaism, or Christianity.
Really, they should just take.
It's just a different language.
They should just take your firstborn.
It's just the same thing, I think. But
firstborn.
Just take your firstborn, put a gun to its head, and just say, "You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help you,
or the baby gets
help this poor bastard," you know, and fucking click, you know, you just fucking cock the hammer back,
to scare him.
and we'll see, you know, and then you gotta have the guy. It's just like the hangman. You have somebody pull the trigger. Fuck it. You know what? That'd be a good paying government job, dude. I would shoot people for the government. Fuck it. Yeah, you
It's
get
called
benefits.
the army.
Oh, dude, I'd have a fucking pension.
Go the military, brother.
Yeah. Oh, I should have. I wish I did. I wish I did.
That's funny. What were you saying earlier? You said something about and then we got cut off.
Well, right where I was at, right there.
Forget it. It's not important.
He was talking about how I'm a gaslighting piece of shit.
How about we talk about the your purpose of your show?
Why do you like us?
Well, no, I like you guys.
You already explained that. Why do you like us? What kind of a question is
I love honesty. And
I don't know.
Honesty makes me respect you and trust you.
Yeah.
That's it. If you're honest with me, I respect you and trust you.
There's no harm. I mean, I don't want to take advantage of you of any way.
Right.
Your
I can leave you in my house.
I want to utilize your talents. Yes, I mean, yes, of course. Well, everybody wants to use it. Just like, we did the thing for you. Everybody helps each other out with what they can help each other out with. But there's no, real gain, and there's no ulterior motive.
No, I love that.
And I like to have some beers with you and talk shit, and then you give me all those points, for all the women and everything that I never use.
Oh
by
shit!
The way.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to talk? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Let's talk about mystery.
Mystery.
Back in the day, there was that show on MTV,
the
Pickup Artist, right? And starring that guy Mystery, who does the peacocking, wears the top hat, stuff like that, goes out,
dresses like
and then teaches people like Piazza how to pick up women, Yeah. But
I used to be all right.
You subscribe to this and kind of friends with this guy, is that right?
So yeah, I met him. Maybe years ago, but then I reacquainted myself with him. And I did some music for him recently, 3 or 4 songs. I'll play you those too.
Nice.
He actually wrote them. He sent me the music on a video, and I took the music off the video, and I made my own track around the video. Believe it or not the video, but the audio of the video. But prior to that, cool. There's this thing called natural game, but some people just have a natural way of picking up girls, and they don't know how.
Well, it's like a language almost.
Yeah.
You almost see it like a mathematical equation.
Now, the thing is, you might be able to pick up women, you might be able to have one-night stands, you might be able to bang whatever, but then you can't really keep them because you don't understand what it is that keeps them. You just know how to attract them. See what I'm saying? So a lot of guys will attract the right woman and everything, and then they'll lose her, or they'll break up. Mainly, the reason why most men will break up with the girls, I was trying to explain to that guy, is they start getting to their emotional side. Women will test them because they're trying to test their core. When a man reacts and becomes reactive to her words and to what she says, then he loses his core, and then she loses her attraction and trust towards him because she can't trust that he's going to be in his masculine core for when she needs him. So we go back to where caveman, you know what I mean?
So you're supposed to be a caveman.
Totally. So if a girl says to you, Give me an example of something emotional that a girl will ask a guy to test him.
Can I go? I'm gonna go out with my friends.
Good, have a good time. You know? And then tell me, ask me something else. That's how you react. That's how you roll it off. Even though you're jealous inside.
I'm gonna go. I'm going on a trip.
You know, something to test your core, like to piss you off.
Oh,
let's say.
My ex-boyfriend called me last night.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Whether that's true or false, you know.
No, the idea is that if she says that to test you, and you go, your fucking ex-boyfriend called you? See, that's where you fail. But if you go, that's cool. Maybe I should contact my ex-girlfriend. I haven't spoken to her in a long time. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
Fire with fire.
But do not let it get under your skin. Now,
But don't they sometimes want,
I like that.
Don't they want the assertiveness, though, sometimes? And they want you to just not give a fuck.
Exactly. Women are more attracted to men whose feelings are kind of indifferent. They can't tell what the fuck they're feeling.
Oh, it's a mystery shit. Yeah, you want to fucking.
And it's not even mystery stuff, but it's definitely mystery. I mean,
well, you don't show them your cards. You don't show them your cards. You don't know what you got in there. You got a couple aces.
Well, recently I had a breakup because I got so deep into the relationship that I forgot to keep being the man. And it is a work.
I've done it before.
It's a work thing. So I got.
And then I've noticed it though later.
What, because you get comfortable?
I've noticed what I did wrong.
You get comfortable. Then all of a sudden now I'm looking at the phone, who's calling? Because I know she's talking to a guy, but the problem is that she won't be telling me the truth. If I say, you talking to a guy? She'll say no. And I look and it's like a fucking guy. And I'm like, just tell me the truth. See, now I'm reacting.
Oh, but Jesus Christ.
I know. See, but Jesus Christ.
But you already know it's probably.
Right. So it should be that type of relationship. And it's just one of those things where you don't let it go. If it's a woman that really loves you, she won't do that. If it's into something that you want to keep going with this kind of relationship, then you go, cool, I'm going to call somebody now. Just go right in front of her. I'm going to call my girl, my old friends or whatever. And just don't react. You know?
I just think you should always. I think you should always prepare, right? So definitely cheat whenever you have the chance, right? Because they're gonna at least be one up. Always be one up. So when it happens, you can kind of just exit out and you go, I've already fucking done that, so it's all right. Fuck it. I kind of deserve this. I deserve that because when you don't deserve something and it happens, right? That shit hurts a little bit, right?
That's your own secret. You should never reveal to her what.
No, don't tell her you did it. No, you did it.
Yeah,
no, you did it inside. And then you can kind of exit out and go,
right.
Okay.
So in a way, you sort of go, whatever. So that's a good way of doing it.
And just know that it's going to happen.
It's going to. When you're dating anything above an 8 or a 9 or a 10, then you're dealing with like.
Because they're constantly getting, you know.
Yeah. A lot of guys they're always.
Yeah.
Well, imagine, and
the younger they are,
the woman has to be the strong one.
They're never going to be.
They're the one who are constantly getting hit on. But men are going out and hitting on the girls.
I feel
they're the hunters.
I feel like it's timing, though. I feel like it's timing.
At any point you're having a bad day, they're like, "Fuck it, 100 times." Oh, okay. They're being offered dick. Would you like some dick? Right? It's like that old thing. Remember, every time the door's opening up, it's like, "Hey, would you like some dick?"
Right.
So.
But I don't not hold the door for ugly girls. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is
to be a gentleman.
That one day, she's just feeling fuck it.
It could be anything that'll trigger them off.
And besides, the whole door opening thing, really? I mean, all that does is benefit us. We hold the door, we walk by, we look at their ass. It's fucking great.
It's perfect. Works out.
Of course I'm going to hold the door for you. Go first.
My uncle Frank said how if your relationship is going to last, your marriage is going to last, know that your wife is going to cheat on you eventually at some point, and it's all about how you react to that.
Yeah, see, I mentioned reaction, see? And
it's all about how you're going to deal with that.
And it's really not a...
Isn't that fucked up, though, to think about that? It's horrible.
It just depends on how hot they are.
As a man,
too.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are like the same as me, but I'm good with like if I was in some magical relationship where I was allowed to cheat, but they are not allowed to cheat.
Right.
Okay,
I see what you're
it is not a two-way street.
Oh yeah,
fucking no way.
You are fucking out of your mind.
Men think
you know what?
Most men think like that, right?
Yeah, that's why they cheat.
That's
okay,
a sick, insane thing too, because who could expect that?
What would you rather find out your girl
fair.
did? Fuck somebody or sucked his dick? What would you rather find out?
You know,
that is a very
the whole thing.
question.
You know what's crazy?
I would rather find out she fucked him. Yeah, because sucking dick is a lot of effort.
It just depends on how much you're involved with her. Like this was a short relationship.
And how good she sucks dick too. I mean, she's really good at sucking dick. You definitely don't want that to happen.
That's horrible. I hate to even think. It's making my stomach hurt right now. Actually, Jesus.
Oh yeah, dude, on her knees, on her fucking knees, getting her face fucked. You know what I mean?
You know,
God, that's what's happening.
It really depends on how great the sex was.
Yeah,
and you know that she's.
But that's what'll keep her. That's what'll keep you around, though. for the girl.
But not,
you have
not keep her around.
so what?
No,
What are we
because-
saying here? What are we saying here? We have to accept that that's going to happen at some point.
We had to be
Because human beings are not meant to.
What do you
be
mean? You can get
completely
sick.
monogamous.
You can waste time, get sick
and
over
you
all
want to
these
not
things,
eat the
or you
same
can just
thing every day. Like I don't want pizza every day. Some days I want a salad or whatever. Right? I want a steak.
Yeah.
Now, when you say
Right?
salad, do you mean like a
So you
vegetarian?
need different selection or
as far as
what?
women, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I mean some
Could you
men
be happy
need
with
it.
one?
No, I just think this. I think that
Eventually, I don't think so. I think
up until a
that's about
certain
10
age,
years, yeah.
up until a certain age, and I mean like retirement age. I mean like that's like probably the age.
Yeah.
Up until then, dude, like people are gonna be assholes. But like right at 65, around there, when you retire, you pretty much retire from fucking around too. And I think you just find somebody that's actually you can talk to every day, and then it becomes the realness thing.
Right. Because it's not gonna be a lot of sex.
But before that, everybody's just a
But
piece of
before
shit.
that, everyone is going to be scum, dude, and just know that everyone's going to be scum, and just have fun while you're being scum. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, try not to catch AIDS
hey,
in the
you know,
process.
Yeah, you don't want to catch
You
AIDS.
know,
We live down in
don't have
Miami.
kids with people you don't want to have
what
kids
you just
with.
said
Don't
there
have
at the
kids
end
with-
about
you know,
having
no
fun,
one.
that's really what it boils down to. Just
And
have
in
fun.
a place like this
Just
is
have
different.
fun and not give a shit. As much.
It all depends on
and
where
if
you
she's
are.
doing the same thing, do the same thing back to her.
But it all
Fuck
depends
it.
on where you are
You're not gonna
geographically,
respect
too.
me.
Hang
You don't really love me. Fuck it.
Listen, relationships and things
Hang
like
out,
that, where
have
you are
fun.
geographically too.
Hang out. 3 H's. There you go. Hang out, have fun, hook up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hang out,
It
have
covers
fun.
it all. I mean,
But you got to dress a
moment
certain
you
way.
start.
You got to dress nice. Well, they teach you in the whole thing.
You don't have to dress nice, but if you want nice pussy, you got to dress nice.
What we're not taught in school though is to not is because we get so emotional as men too. Maybe in the beginning we might be a hard ass, but then once you're in and girls starts testing you, we turn into them. We turn into the girls because they're testing us constantly so much. And so the guy's like, why you talk to me like that? Why are you saying that kind of stuff? I'm not like that. And then all of a sudden we start to validate ourselves. And
why does
I don't do shit like that.
And why is their
That's not
opinion
me.
matter so much? All of a sudden, whatever they say is true. They're like, you're a fucking pussy. You're
They
like,
switched it on you suddenly,
look at
and
the
then
minute,
next
like, I'm a
you know,
pussy.
yeah.
It's like, no.
Then they don't trust
her fucking opinion matters.
Well, they don't trust.
They'll call you insecure.
Right. They don't
Yeah.
trust
They'll
us
use
for
the
it.
insecure word.
So then it's
just
easier.
allowed to vote.
Oh, I
You know
already
what
figured that out. Everybody's insecure.
Yeah.
Every single person. That's like just like
But
that's
the
a
reason
blanket
why-
statement you're using now at this point.
The reason why we're so tested as men is because they know they have options. So there's a guy out there with a boat or a car.
What do you
or something.
mean? If we felt that if it was the reverse, we'd act the same way to them. We'd be fucking
But listen what I'm
pompous
saying.
pieces of shit to them too.
A lot of us
Knowing
are.
that at any time I could just really?
What I'm saying is, if a girl is with you, right, and let's say you got lucky with a perfect 10, right, and you don't know how you got it, but you got her because you were a certain way in the beginning, or maybe it could have been just default that she broke up with a boyfriend, this guy's nice, or just natural attraction, the fact she thought you was hot, like you were, but you're actually not your best game. Let's say you're like a 5 level of your life, where you want to be like at a 10, where you're like got your own business, shit like that, right? So you got a 5, you're still kind of living at home with roommates, but you got a nice car or something like that, and you got this hot girl, and she's kind of like on your shit. So all of a sudden now she starts testing your core. You know what I mean? Because maybe every once in a while she'll go out with her friends at a club, and there'll be some dude that buys an entire table, and spends like $4 or $5 grand, and she's just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? He's single, but all the girls are hitting on him, da da da. Or maybe they go to a house party now. It's like this guy's house is huge, but she's dating her dude at home. She's gonna start testing him. Once he starts losing his core and getting insecure and forgetting what it was that he was doing to attract her, if he falls into that category, then he will lose her to that type of guy. That option that all of a sudden becomes available, and other guys like.
Well, you like threw her into his arms. You basically pushed her into
right.
that guy's
And if he
arms.
starts acting jealous, so what the hell are you doing talking to guys? It's much easier. She's just gonna go, whoa.
And then you lose all around.
Then you lose it.
Totally crushed.
But the
every
best
which
thing to
way.
do after that, if you do fail, is to completely pull away. Because what's gonna happen is she's gonna go with this dude. There'll be a rebound situation where she'll be like, damn, but he's not as sweet as he was. Or, those cool things about you that she liked will come around, and she'll start thinking about those things. And then she'll want that comfort or miss it, especially if you hold really far away. If you don't contact her at all for any reason.
That's the best way. Silence is the key.
Yeah, I mean, she has to reach out and go, why this guy just
you gotta
iced
kill
me?
all. Yeah.
Completely iced me. He was kissing my ass like 3 days ago or a week ago. He was crying. He was begging me back. And all of a sudden, it's like he just says, here, you can have it. All of a sudden, in her mind, she goes, he's not even insecure about this rich dude. You see what I'm saying? Because if he was, he'd be like, who the fuck is he? Why is he always hanging out? I don't give a fuck if he's got a boat. Like that kind of shit. You're reacting. It's going to keep on giving her reasons to validate why she left.
And who the fuck wants to hear that?
But if all of a sudden you just disappear, she'll be like, damn.
Nobody wants to hear all that bitching and that
Doesn't care
fucking
about this guy. Doesn't care. Who the fuck? What does he care about? Because he obviously not worried about this dude. You know what I mean?
And he ain't worried about
And he
me.
knows that I'm talking to him, obviously, because that's the reason why we broke up, because he mentioned him. but he's not like, ass hurt about it. So there must be something else. Maybe he's seeing someone else. Now it starts to switch.
Well, it's like a respect thing. It's like, all right, that's what you want to do. Fuck you. See you later.
Bye. I'm giving you the space and respect that you need. Go.
Yeah.
I'm showing you right now that I have a core that's stronger than any fucking thing you can throw at me at that point. That's the best thing you can do is pull away, 100%. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm going through that right now where I have to just go back into myself, get back to hanging out with my friends, go back to being who I was before I met her or anyone like her, because that's what attracted her to begin with. I lost that whole thing. I got too involved in the relationship. She was living with me and taking care of her. So I become like almost like her dad, cleaning, doing all these little things. You don't catch yourself, man, because I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. So I got caught up into it. I forgot.
And every extra thing you do and everything, it's just another tier you're getting knocked down.
Mm-hmm. You get tested.
You think you should be climbing
on subconscious levels, bro.
Yeah,
from everywhere, from how you hold her hand, or
even if she's actually noticing it, then it's just
right.
Yeah.
So in the background, she's going, "Ooh, I'm losing fucking interest in this guy." God. So she starts to put her feelers out and starts looking for a backup plan and starts lining up another 2, 3, 4 guys.
Yeah.
So as soon as that goes down, she's like gone, not worried about it. And waiting for you to freak out and go, please take me back. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. So now all of a sudden, it validates reasons she can move on. But if you just go, fuck out of here. I'm good. I got my friends, I got my life, and go back to what you were doing, go back to working out, go back to eating well, go out looking good, meeting girls. It's gonna fuck with her head. She's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like I met you. Don't think I can't meet another, obviously.
Absolutely. I met a 10, I'll meet another 10. I'll meet 11. You know what I mean? Who doesn't have your issues?
We'll have 2 10s and we'll just knock it up as 20. Fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, of course, those are things that a girl shouldn't bring into a relationship, like, talking to the other guys, stuff like that. But you're looking at her age. It's like, I told you she was 19, So it's like, just turned 19. So it's like, she's got all these kids, just, Snapchats and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Different ages.
Different age, man. Different time.
Well, dude, it's been really fun.
Well, it's 53 minutes. We still have 7 more minutes.
7 more minutes until an hour?
Yeah. Don't you want to
remember that game? Do you guys remember that game back in the day? You'd go into the closet, 7 minutes of heaven. You go in the closet and check. No, you don't.
Yeah, I think it was good, and we got it.
I didn't have to play that game, man. They wanted to be in there for 14 minutes with me. Fuck you.
It's been a good expose. Is there anything that you'd like to leave us with? We talked a little bit about your life.
I can say this. This will not be the last time you'll hear from.
Not going to be the last time.
Mr. Stadell.
I don't know if you've mentioned this in the commercial or in the music or whatever, but what do you want to do with your show? That's the only question I had. Like, what do you want to do? What's the point of this show and
Dude, I have always why I started the show in the beginning. When I was in New York, I worked for Verizon and I sold stuff. Right, sold in Wall Street, Union Square, Fifth Avenue, all these different places. I just retail sales. That's what I did before I had my own business doing the T-shirts, right? And
that's awesome.
In Verizon, they taught you. I had radio experience too. I worked for radio station WMNF in Tampa after college, and they taught me everything with like audio stuff, and like how to go out and produce my own shows.
That's awesome.
NPR style, right? All using like
sweepers and
the Zoom, like the outside stuff.
No, you brought a lot of great stuff.
But in the sales job, they taught you something called earn the right. So if you're gonna pitch somebody something, like let's say it's a car charger, you have to ask them, do you have a car? What kind of car do you have? Right? You have to be a driver. I mean, especially when you're in New York, everybody walks everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's no point in me selling you a car charger. You're not gonna need it.
Right.
So anyway, earn the right. If you're gonna sell somebody something, you have to earn the right to pitch them that. So you have to ask them all these questions about their lives and then reverse it and use it against them. You have to gain all the information. That's how all sales works. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, where it goes, sell me this pen.
Yeah.
That whole little exercise.
Right.
That exercise is an exercise where you start asking the person about themselves. Start finding out ways where you can use this pen, and how I can sell it to you, whatever you do. But it's kind of like the game stuff.
Yeah,
like what you're talking about. It's all psychological shit. But what I found out is I would do a lot more talking to all these different people, and I would actually be talking to some movers and shakers, because like people from like Hollywood and stuff like that.
Yeah,
all kinds of people live in New York City, and they walk in, and you're talking to a celebrity, and I wouldn't even try to.
Somebody just went by with Trump 2020 on a.
Nice,
really?
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh,
nice
that's
flag.
cool.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't even be trying to sell people.
Sign,
I just genuinely enjoyed speaking with other people. You know?
Okay, so
and just having like a conversation.
Yeah.
So I'd be sitting there in the place, like not even selling anything, just having a conversation with this awesome motherfucker I just met. Like, damn,
that's
right?
Cool. Yeah.
And I was like,
social.
And it was 2012, like when podcasting really wasn't around. I think Joe Rogan had just started doing it, and I started doing it too. You know, because I had the background with the radio already and knew all that stuff. So.
But with everybody that comes in the t-shirt shop, you know, you meet so many awesome people.
And it's like, oh my God, they'd be perfect on the podcast. It's because we deal with so many different people. Like, for instance, we're going to get Roger Stone.
Well, we met you, though.
Roger Stone.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean,
Roger Stone will probably be on. That's speaking of Trump. He's one of Trump's. He was one of his political advisors during the whole campaign.
Okay.
And right now,
but no,
Mueller
he's been in it for a minute, though. He's
trying to like
OG.
get him. He's trying to, and we made shirts for him and stuff like that. We're going to get him on the show.
Right.
And he had a documentary on Netflix.
Oh, he's a gangster, man. He
says never turn down an opportunity to have sex or be on TV. That's one of his rules. He has Stone's rules.
That's cool. I want to hear that.
That's a good
his rules are great. Yeah.
He has some sick rules.
Well,
sociopathic.
Nothing looks better than a man with a tan and a white shirt.
Rules.
You know.
A tan and you wear a white suit and you have a tan.
Yeah. Which is true.
He said nothing looks like more attractive, basically, or good.
That's true. You gotta have a tan in a suit.
Yeah. A white suit.
By the way, the way you have this set up, you can put as many. You could probably put another even 4 if you want to like interview 5 or 6 people at the same time. Yeah, we have inputs for all that stuff that you brought here. So just keep that in mind.
You sure you don't want me to put this all together? Because I can put it all together really quick, and
if you want, I'll bounce you this entire wave, and you can do it yourself too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to step on your toes. I know you do it a lot better, but I want to actually get into it. Start getting this stuff out.
Well, I tell you what, I'll give you this one. You roll with this one.
I'm gonna use the old song.
Okay.
I'll use the old song.
And put it on there.
But you start working on the new song.
I'm gonna start working on the new
so we
one.
could have that for the next one.
Okay, perfect.
Is that
you
cool?
want something to be kind of punkish.
It doesn't have to be punkish. But
please don't listen to my input.
Upbeat.
It doesn't have to be punkish, but like
no, not punkish, please. They're like fucking a bunch of pussies.
You can do it however you want to do it. No, fuck punk. Fuck punk rock. I don't want to do punk rock anymore.
How about
because that's what started this whole thing, right? And that's why we ended doing the Dying Scene radio podcast because everybody's a pussy.
Man, you know,
liberal. Fuck that.
I did an album a few years back, classic rock record, very Zeppelin.
American.
That's American. I think America.
Yeah, America.
Think America.
It's got a really cool riff guitar. I could probably chop that up and use some of that stuff. Cool. And see how it clicks. It's really ballsy. But it's just like, oh shit.
The song that we have, you could repurpose it. I mean, we could use those same words.
We could use the words and put it on this new band.
And it has it. Listen to the. Well, I'll send it to you, and you can take a look at it.
Okay, I'll work on this guitar thing. I'll come up with a rock thing, kind of more of a groovy. Since we're like in this era, it could be something like a. That kind of shit.
All right, I'm gonna email you that song.
Even that sounds good. Just that it was like awesome. You know.
I had it on here.
59 minutes and 05 seconds.
Yeah, man.
So, dude, yeah, man.
That's it.
Call out, wrap up, whatever.
Let's wrap it up, and that's it.
And we're up.
Go to fatenzo.com if you want some awesome shirts, or go to Yo Soy Gringo.
Or hats, shits and shats.
T-shits and shats. We got a new brand, FLA. Fuck Los Angeles. We got another brand, Yo Soy Gringo. Right.
4 gringos, 5 gringos.
Non-Latin, English-speaking people who are either living or traveling in Spanish-speaking worlds, right? I.e. Spain, fucking
Miami.
Latin America, Miami. Where Yo Soy Gringo? Let them know when they come up there and they start talking to you in Spanish. Just nod your head, look stupid, give them that pathetic look, and point at your hat.
Yeah, and
that's it.
And then they'll.
We love all spics.
They will comprende right
YoSoyGringo.net.
Yeah.
You can get your hat today. Anyway,
all right, adios.
Thank you. Star Del, where can people go to find some of your music? Don't you have something on SoundCloud or something like that?
Go to SoundCloud and it's Star Del, and the D3L is what it is instead of DEL. Star Del. It's Star Del with a 3. Star D3L.
Nice.
Okay.
So SoundCloud.
And then you're also a painter. God, we didn't get into that.
I gotta find out a way. I gotta get.
We didn't even get into that.
The man's multi-talented.
Star's a painter, and he has a really awesome style. And I hate to call it Basquiat style.
It's not,
but it is. There, you do have a. That was something that you looked up to in art, right?
Not nearly.
No?
No, ironically, some of the first stuff I did that some people mentioned.
You did some crazy stuff the other day that was totally different than you've ever done before.
Yes.
The eyeball?
Yeah, the eyeball.
That was
like a
insane.
I didn't see the
wine-
eyeball.
It's on Instagram.
The eyeball's awesome.
It's like a wine night thing.
Listen,
I usually see all that.
If you fucking assholes don't go to like some shitty place like Target and buy a print, buy it from a real artist. Have something unique and brand new.
But bring your money. Bring your fucking money.
Bring your money.
Well, it's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah, bring your fucking money.
It's an investment.
What you want to do is you want to buy it and then you want to kill me.
Can you have do you have a website up with your
That
stuff?
was a good sale.
You gotta
If
put
you go
that
to
up.
Saatchi though, Saatchi.com has my stuff up. If you just look under DEL, Francisco Del, sorry,
Francisco Del?
DEL, yeah, it's up on Saatchi.
Francisco.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to put my own site up for my art. It's something I have not taken seriously quite yet, and that's definitely something for 2019.
Yeah. But we can get you up pretty fast. You know?
Yeah, okay, I
We could.
appreciate it.
So,
Yeah.
What, Piazza? Any last thoughts?
No. All right.
You ready to go back to the sweatshop and work?
No, I'm ready to
Ready
eat
to
lunch
sweat.
though.
No. No lunch for you.
Lunch.
All right, I quit. I quit everything.
All right, show's over.
All right, show's over.
You just hear the gunshot.
I need some settling down, a place to call my home, a little solid ground, trash my fucking phone. Just need some peace of mind before my head explodes. Another place in time. Here I go. I wanna let go. I gotta let it go. I wanna let go. I got to be free. Yeah. I can't remember a time I had a moment to breathe. Stop, press, rewind. Tranquility. Yeah. There's got to be some place I can be free, yeah. But there's somewhere I just got to believe. I wanna let go. I gotta let it go. I wanna let go. I got to be free. I wanna let go. I gotta let it go. Yeah, I wanna let go. Set me free, set me free. I've been loving you for so long. I feel a little too good to stop at loving now. I've been shaking the town. You lady. Gotta show me what I'm working with. I got more love and money to give. Oh. boy. Papa was a lady killer. Yes, he was. And one day he said, when I grow up, that I would be like him. A bad boy body thriller. Ooh, and I decided I would choose a total different path. I wanna rock and roll. Oh, let me make it up. I said rock and roll. Oh, let me make it up. Then one day came this sexy mama and put him in his place. She turned him out. Yes, she did. Papa had a change of heart and soon he quit the game. Wanna be a good man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And soon enough the urge returned and Papa had withdrawals. He wanna rock and roll. Yeah. Oh, 'cause he's a lady killer. I said rock and roll. Lady killer. Rock and roll. Lady killer. Lady killer. Lady Girl, you look to me like you're searching for fun, like you had yourself a drink and now you just need some love. So come on, I wanna take you along. You got a body like a wrecking machine. You keep your engine clean and you got me pushing out of red. And now you're making me sweat. A little rock and roll with me can be so wrong. You little hot thing. Such a hot thing. Pretty little hot thing. Girl, you got the look of a runway model. Wanna share a bottle, want to have a little dance with me, so everybody can see that you're dancing with a rock star. I wanna know what turns you on, your favorite songs, and the things you like to eat. Are you partial to sweets? Yeah. A little hanky-panky with me can be so wrong. You little hot thing. Such a hot thing. Pretty little hot thing. Hot thing. Ooh, baby, you gotta tell me, how
strawberries, skin like cream, eyes like the ocean, and an ass like a peach. Come on, move it over here and make it shake off the tree. If you got the time, girl, I think of a crime. We'll get away with murder, everything will be fine. Come on, let's do some wrong. Yeah, come and break the law with me. Who told you it was wrong? Yeah, 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 yeah. Just my Bonnie and me, we both take the fall. Yeah, you little hot thing. You're such a hot thing. Really hot thing.
BadEnzo.com